Hey guys, Kyber66 Bojo here. This is my updated Karakuri deck list for the March 1st, 2011 Banlist. So, yeah. 3. Karakuri Soldier, Model 236 Nisamu. Good card, destroyed by battle, special summon level 4 lower Karakuri from your deck. 2. Karakuri Muso, Model 818 Hypa. Big beat stick, 2100 level 4, so he attacks and he gets switched to defense after he attacks. But he gets over so much stuff. I love it when my opponent brings out like a freaking Thunder King Ryo and ends their turn, and I can just summon him and be like, yeah, eat it. 2. Karakuri Ninja, Model 919 Quick. Quick is good. Gets your stuff out of the graveyard and lets you synchro summon again. Or just brings like a soldier out for more defense. 2. Karakuri Strategist, Model 248 Nishipachi. Nishipachi, when normal or special summoned, switches the battle position of one monster on the field. This means tokens or face down monsters into face up attack, or whatever the case may be. Level 3 tuner. Karakuri Watchdog, Model 313 Saizan. 2 of them. He's a level 4 tuner, 600 attack, 1800 defense. When he's in attack mode, he's not destroyed by battle. If I take battle damage with this card, all Karakuris on my side of the field gain 800 attack and defense until the end of the turn. 1. Karakuri Barrel, Model 96, Shinkuro. Because him plus any of the level 4 Karakuris equals a Naturia Barkion, or what am I thinking of? Bryanak. Not Goyo Guardian anymore. Sad. 1 Glow Up Bulb. Glow Up Bulb is basically a staple in every Karakuri build. You don't really have to run it, but it's preferred that you do because it's so good. Turns any level 4 into a Naturia Beast. Machina Fortresses or the level 7 Shoguns turn into level 8 Shoguns or Stardust or whatever you need for level 8. And he's just able to plus so many times. Good card. Add it if you're running Karakuris. 3. Machina Gear Frame. What is with this glare on this one? Well, whatever. Gear Frame searches out for your Machina Fortress and 1800 attack. He can also equip himself to a machine monster, and if that machine monster would be destroyed, he gets destroyed instead. So you can survive Dark Holes and Torrential Tributes and stuff. Machina Fortress, discard machine monsters whose levels equal 7 or more from your hand, or 8 or more from your hand, to special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. So since he's level 7 and he's a machine, you can discard himself and another machine monster in your hand to special summon him. 2500 attack. If he's destroyed by battle, you can destroy one card your opponent controls, and if he is selected as a target by an effect monster's effect, as an opponent's effect monster, yeah, if he's targeted by your opponent's effect monster's effect, you get to look at your opponent's hand and discard a card. And he's 2500 attack, so he's pretty devastating. And the fact that he can be special summoned from hand or graveyard is what makes him good. A lot of people are running one copy of Machina Force, since it's like level 10 or 12 or some crazy number, just so it's an instant discard to special summon a Machina Force or Fortress. But instead, I'm running Malefic Cyber End Dragon, just because it has the ability to actually hit the field and be summoned, while Machina Force is literally you cannot summon it in the deck. It's impossible to summon. But Malefic Cyber End you can. 4000 attack, 2800 defense. Seriously, if your opponent has an open field, you can limit removal with this guy and win in one hit. Basically, he needs a field spell to stay on the field. If a field spell's not there, then he automatically gets destroyed. So usually he is just used as discard fodder, but he can be summoned. So he's a good card. Spells. 2 of the Karakuri Showdown Castle. I might actually switch to 3. It's been really good in testing. Basically, I switch to the battle position of a monster's face-up monster when I attack with a Karakuri, if I want to. So I can change their Grandmaster to defense position, meaning it only has 800 defense, and I can run over it with basically any monster in my deck. And when this card is destroyed, I get to special summon any level 4 or higher Karakuri monster from the graveyard. So it gets a lot of things back out of the grave and helps you recycle pretty easily. It gets over 6 Sams and Blackwings and stuff with low defense. 2 Karakuri Cash. Activate this, select a Karakuri I control, add a Karakuri from my hand to my graveyard, and then I have to switch the battle position of the Karakuri monster I selected. So with some cards, this card is extremely broken because you can switch battle position and add a monster to your hand and completely wreck your opponent. If you have the new Shogun on the field, you can draw stuff. It's really ridiculous. 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. 1 Book of Moon. Sad. 1 Pot of Avarice, because you need to recycle your monsters a lot. I actually might run another one, not gonna lie, but 1 works fine. You really don't need it. It's just one of those things that is nice to put your Synchros back in the extra deck and your monsters back in the deck occasionally. 1 copy is enough. You really don't need more. I don't know. I might add another just to test it. 1 True Nade. 1 Limited Removal. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, you know. Traps, we've got 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Compulsory is being run over Solemn Warning because I don't have Solemn Warning. So, it's, you know, kind of there. It's still not bad though. You can hit set monsters too, which is kind of funny. So you can do massive damage. 2 Trap Stun. This is another card I might try at 3. It works just fine at 2. I draw into it quite often, and it just helps you make really big pushes. So Trap Stun is good, really good this format. Mirror Force, good card. Torrential Tribute, good card. Dark Bribe, card. I'm trying to get a Solemn Judgment, but since I don't have one, it's Dark Bribe right now. Still isn't too bad. I've negated Dark Holes and Monster Reborns with it, and it's been kind of funny. And then last, 1 called the Haunted, because getting back, I mean, since Karakuris are so dependent on their normal summon, getting back stuff from the graveyard makes things really, really funny. Extra deck is looking like 3 Steel Shoguns. When he hits the field, I get to special summon 1 Karakuri monster from my deck, and then once per turn when a Karakuri changes battle position, I get to draw a card. I'm pretty sure this works on my opponent's turn too. It doesn't say that it doesn't. But I had somebody, I was playing Gravekeepers, and because if it doesn't, then I misplayed, but if it does, then it's pretty funny. I was playing Gravekeepers, and he had Necro Valley and Assailant. He attacks with Assailant, switches him to defense position. I drew a card, and then he got destroyed. But I mean, it was if that is how it plays out, then that's really funny, because if they change his battle position through Econ or whatever, you can always draw a card, which is good. But there's a lot of combos to draw cards with him in this deck. So you do need 3 of him. You can have 2, but honestly, I go into 3 copies of this card almost every single game. Like, you get him out so much. Definitely try to run 3. I'm running 3 of the old Shogun because I had the space for it. You really don't need to, at least not right now. You're going to need to after Extreme Victory, but right now you don't need to run 3 because you really will only go into like 1 or maybe 2 a game. You won't really go into 3. You might not even go into any a game, so it's just I'm running 3 to be safe. 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 XX Saber Gothams. With X Sabers becoming so predominant this next meta, or this upcoming meta I should say, if I can Gothams E-Call and get my opponent's X Saber monsters and I tribute them to make their whole hand go to the graveyard, or at least a lot of it, that's a pretty big plus for me. And the fact that he's at 3100 attack is pretty good. So being able to tribute my opponent's monsters to wreck them in the face is pretty cool. And besides that, he's 3100 attack, so he's pretty massive. So I don't know, he's good. You can also Gotham Z-Call your opponent's stuff and get a level 5 and a level 3 Earth monster. or level 6, level 2, it doesn't really matter. Get it out, and or 6 and a 3, and a 5 and a 4, that's what I meant. And then you can get him out, it doesn't even matter. You don't need tuners with him, just earth monsters. Or no, I'm sorry, you do need 1 tuner. I lied, look at me lying. 1 tuner, the rest have to be earth monsters, so easy stuff. 1 black rose, good card. Barkion, good card. Rhynac, good card. Catastor, good card. Naturia Beast, yay. Chimeric Fortress Dragon, also good. And then finally, 1 Cyber End Dragon. Again, like, I highly recommend going with the Malefic Cyber End Dragon instead of a Machina Force. Since Goyo Guardian is now banned, you should have 1 extra spot in your extra deck, meaning Cyber End Dragon can fit nicely in there. He's a rare, so you can pick him up for about $1 at most places, most stores. You really don't need the super expensive awesome one, but you can get one if you want. But Malefic Cyber End is a lot better, I think. The deck has been testing really well, so I hope you guys like it. Yeah, that's the deck, guys. Thanks. Comment, rate, subscribe.